the time to contemplate is the most lacking thing in the average Christian's life today. The time to contemplate. You don't have time to read your Bible, let alone sit there and think about it for 5 minutes after you read it without running off to do something else, because you're so busy being productive.
Yeah.
Right? As if it's producing anything besides anxiety and stress, and because you need to relax, as if that's even really happening. Zone out, I think, is maybe more the term, and while taking more in, so you're unable to process what you have, right? So it's not just an anti-screen thing, although I'm kind of there myself. But you don't have to join me. It's meat offered to idols in my book at this point. But what is unequivocally naturally true and law for us is the value of resting the mind, and that without some space for that processing, then you are going to carry more emotionally than you need to a traumatic level over time. So if you are battling anxiety, the thing is you have too much inside.
Yeah.
Stop putting stuff in. But I need to turn my mind off. Well, you're not. You're actually not. You're turning your critical thinking off. You're suspending your belief, but you're still taking in information that's going to like commingle with everything else. And so like, I'm watching Walking Dead and I love it. It's really scary. Oh, I'm really nervous about what's going on in society today. You know what? Those things are not disconnected. You're going to project your fear from one onto the other. And that's where like, I'm tired of projecting my fear from Twitter onto like my car loan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of that. My car loan is enough fear on its own without, like, China and Taiwan, getting in the way.
Psychologically, the man is built to need time to process.
Yeah.
Time to sit quietly and think his thoughts. So, absolutely lying down and staring at the sky is a good idea.
Yeah.
Looking into the fire is a good idea. Women process differently. We need to be able to talk. So the idea of staring at the television that's talking to you, men, that's not going to give you the quiet time that you need to actually process the thoughts and emotions you have. When you're around 15, you begin to hold your emotions in instead of be more expressive as men. It's just a natural part of how you go from being a boy to a man. And those emotions, if we don't somehow allow them to be processed, come out eventually in rage.
Yeah.
And so if you want to be even-tempered, you have to allow yourself the quiet time. And women, if we just sit in front of a television and have somebody talking at us all the time, we don't ever get that verbalization back. So we have to process what we're feeling, what we're thinking, just by talking about it. I'm really struggling with this. I'm thinking that.
Right. So your anxiety is not being dealt with.
So, right.
Yeah.